My name is Brandan Davies. I'm a criminal defense lawyer based out of Overland Park, Kansas. In this video, I'm going to be answering the question, how much trouble am I in? This is a really common question virtually everyone that comes into my office wants to know. Now I'm going to confine this video to felony charges here in Kansas. Now in Kansas, there are basically two different groups of felonies, at least grid felonies. There's going to be drug felonies and then non-drug felonies. Now, Kansas has made it pretty easy to determine how much trouble you're in whenever you look at what they call a sentencing grid. Now, you need to make sure you're looking at the correct sentencing grid. There's a 5-level grid for drug felonies, and there's a 10-level grid for non-drug felonies. On the top axis, there's going to be a whole bunch of different letters. What these letters represent are a person's criminal history score. Now, generally, a person knows how much trouble they've been in and what crimes they've been convicted of. And they break this out in letters A through I. An I being a person with one misdemeanor or less, virtually no criminal history, and an A being someone with extensive criminal history. Now obviously, the number of crimes that you've committed, the types of crimes that you have on your record, is going to dramatically impact the possible sentence that you're facing on a new crime. So you look through this and you determine your criminal history score. The next thing you need to know is the severity level of crime. Now, where do you get this? Severity level crime is going to be listed in every complaint in which you're charged. The charging document they give you whenever you get a case, it's going to say what level of crime you're charged with. Now, on drug felonies, that's going to rank from 1 to 5. On non-drug felonies, it's going to rank from 1 to 10. So what you is you get the severity level of crime and the criminal history, and you just simply see where the two lines intersect. In that box, there's going to be 3 numbers. Those numbers are going to represent an amount of prison time. Now, you'll also notice on this grid, there are, depending on which grid you're looking at, and we'll use, for example, the non-drug felonies, there's going to be 3 different shades. One will be white, one will be a lighter gray, and the other one will be a darker gray. Those mean a lot. If your severity level of crime and your criminal history score intersect into a white box, you are going to be presumptive prison. In other words, if you get convicted, the judge is supposed to sentence you to prison. If you look and see that your criminal history score and your severity level of crime intersect into a light gray box, those are crimes that are going to be generally probation crimes. Now this also works with the drug grid. It works the exact same, except there's only 5 levels. If you're charged with a crime in Kansas, a felony, and you have questions about how much trouble you're in, consult this grid with a competent criminal defense lawyer. It's not just simply as easy as I've made it sound in this video. There are all different types of factors that can be either aggravating or mitigating factors on your case, or even special rules for sentencing. You want to talk with a criminal defense lawyer that has done these cases before, that can advise you on your case where you fall on this grid and how much trouble you're in. If you need help, feel free to contact my office. Thank you.